I met a real-life Joe Pesci. I had bought a five-family house, really got a good deal on it. Didn't know exactly why at the time, but I quickly found out. The second month that I owned it, I figured, well, I better go over and introduce myself to the tenants. And one guy, his name was Sal, he lived on the second floor, had already called me up a few times complaining about the people up on the third floor. So, all right, let me investigate what's happening. I go over to the property, and I see these 3 or 4 motorcycles parked on the front lawn. What's up with this? So I go up to the third floor apartment and knock on the door, and this huge guy, yeah, what do you want? I said, well, hi, I'm the landlord. He goes, yeah, whatever. I said, where is the tenant, Debbie? Debbie? Oh, Debbie moved out. I said, well, who are you? He goes, I'm a friend of Debbie's. Yeah, Debbie knew that she was moving out, so she knew that we needed a place, so we moved in. I said, well, that's not the way this works. You can't, don't worry, you'll get your rent. Slams the door in my face. I'm thinking, this isn't good. I go downstairs and knock on the second floor tenant's door, Sal. Sal is this very intense, probably 160 pounds, 5'5", 5'6". He's not looking at me. He's like looking through me. Yeah. So I go in. I said, "Hi, Sal. It's Bill. I'm the landlord." He goes, "Yeah. Okay. What are you doing with those bums upstairs?" I said, "Well, I just went up and and I was talking to them, and they told me that the previous tenant, Debbie," and he's mumbling under his breath, "that fucking whore." I said, well, well, I guess she's gone. The guy up there said that she moved out and that they moved in. So he says, well, I hope you fucking told him to get out. I said, well, I tried to, but the guy slammed the door in my face. Slam the door in your face! Like, Sal's looking at me like I'm like the biggest pussy in the world. I said, yeah, and you want them out. I want them out too, Sal. I mean, they haven't paid the rent. They owe $350. What? Those bums owe you money? I said, yeah, they owe me the rent. He goes, the fuck's the matter with you? Go up and get it. Throw them out. I said, Sal, I don't think it's as easy as that. I said, listen, I'll make a deal with you. If you think you can get them out, you can have the rent. Collect the $350, you can have the $350. He goes, what's the matter with you? That's not fair. You're the landlord. You get the rent. I said, no. This is fine with me, Sal. You take care of this. You can have the $350. Oh, all right. So I leave thinking, oh my God, what have I done? I got bikers up on the third floor. Debbie the whore, who knows where she is. This mafia guy, Sal, it turns out he's a bookie, so he's home all the time. So I said, oh my God, what the? So 2 days later, I get a call. Hey, Billy, it's Sal. Come on over. So I go over, and Sal's at the kitchen table. He takes out an envelope, takes out the money, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, 200, 300, 400, 10, 20, 30, $440. I said, $440, Sal, where'd you get this money? He goes, yeah, well, you told me to collect the rent. I said, yeah, Sal, the rent was $350. He goes, yeah, well, the bums wanted to give you a little tip. A little tip? How did you get the money, Sal? He goes, yeah, so I goes upstairs and, that big fat fuck, Tootie. I said, oh yeah, Tootie, I think he's the ringleader. He goes, fucking ringleader, all right. Well, I fucking rung his bell. He says, I went up there, he opens the door, he put a fucking 45 to his head, moved him into the apartment, told him I wanted all the cash, got all the money, and then told him he had to fucking, him and his fucking bum friends, his jerk-off fucking friends had to be out by Saturday. I think that was all right. I gave him 2 days' notice. Is that all right with you? Sal, that's perfectly all right. Yeah, no problem. For the next 20 years, I owned that building for like 5 years. Sal was there. I made Sal the manager. Then in between stints that he would do with the state, he was always happy to come back to me because I would always have an apartment for him. Now, I never had to use Sal's services again, but, you know, I was always happy to know that I had Sal around on call.